After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Pickett sets up play action. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The Cowboys at 3-5, 2 games under 500, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
They'll give them a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Tommy Tremble, the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock. He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Completion here to Claypool. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Seven, our score after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Pickett. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. At their own 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. On 3rd down, Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. McCammell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think
this is intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pollard again. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 24, Pickett. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now here's Pollard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Off play action, Pickett. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some...
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
To throw again is Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ashton Davis, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. That second down play nets a -4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down.
Pickett back to throw.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. On the return is Peterson. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hunt will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3rd and 2, Pickett. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have cut the lead back down to 2. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. to me when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. After the sack on 1st down, Pickett. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
To throw is Wilson.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here we go. Set.
Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
On first down, Wilson. Pass incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Okay, great.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Pickett. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
McCann for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He's got a man, complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Dallas, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.